What is schema markup? Schema markup is code that you put on your website to help search engines return more informative results for users. If you've ever used rich snippets, you'll understand exactly what schema markup is all about. Here's an example of a local business that has schema markup on its events schedule page. As you can see, the schema markup told Google to display a schedule of upcoming hotel events. That for the user is extremely helpful. Here are some facts about schema. The first, schema tells search engines what your data means, not just what it says. Schema markup uses a unique semantic vocabulary in microdata format. You don't need to learn any new coding skills. Web pages with markup still use HTML. The only difference is adding bits of schema vocab to the HTML microdata. The third, Schema.org, the website for schema markup, was created by a collaborative team from Google, Bing, and Yahoo. It's not too often that competitors come together to help each other out, but Schema.org is exactly that kind of inter-industry collaboration. As a result, what you have is an agreed upon set code markers that tell major search engines what to do with data they find on your website. Schema markup was invented for users. When a website has schema markup in place, users can see from the Google search results what a website is all about, where they are, what they do, how much the stuff costs, and so on and so on. This is a user-focused improvement. Search engines exist for users to gain information they need. Schema markup does exactly that. Schema markup types. There are hundreds of markup types you can use. To name a few, you have articles, local business schema markup, you have restaurant schema, TV episodes and rating schema, item reviews, movies, software applications, events, products, and many, many more. Now we know what schema is, let's head over to our WordPress dashboard and I'll show you a live walkthrough of exactly how you can implement schema on your WordPress website. So I'm now over on my WordPress site called Level Finish. So this is a site I showed you earlier on in the link building section of the course. So essentially, Level Finish is just a flooring contracting website, but that doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do is show you how to add schema to any WordPress website. So the first thing to do is to go into the back end of the WordPress website. So I'm now in the back end of Level Finish. You want to go to plugins and then add a plugin. So adding schema using a plugin makes the whole process so much easier for you. So once you're on the plugin page, simply search for schema. And then this is the plugin you want, Schema All-in-One Schema Rich Snippets. And it's by a company called Brainstorm Force. So let's install this plugin now. And then click Activate. And just like that, we now have the plugin on our website. However, it doesn't mean all our pages are going to have schema straight away. What we need to do is actually configure the schema and add it on each page individually. So we can go into the configuration just to see the types of schema we have. So we can pick from item review schema, events, person, product, recipe, software application, video, article, and service. So tons of different types of schema we can pick from. Article is typically the one most people use. So I'll show you how to use the article one now. So what you need to do is go over to your blog post. So I'll go to my post right here and simply pick any post at random that you want to add schema to. So I'm going to take this one. How do I clean and maintain my tile flooring? Let's click edit. And once the page is loaded, you can scroll down and there should be an option like so, configure rich snippet. So this is added because we now have the plugin on our WordPress website. So the first thing you want to do is determine what type of schema do you want. So let's click the drop down menu and then go for article. As I'm adding schema to this article, the next thing I need to do is simply fill in all the information. So article image, so let me scroll up to the article and see what image we are using. We've got this one, which is fine. Okay, I can add another one about cleaning tiles. So let's go to my media. I'll go for this one, that's cleaning tiles, that is fine. Insert into post. Article name, so I'm gonna go to the top of my article name and copy this title tag right here, scroll down and paste that in a short description. An article on how to clean and maintain your tile flooring, like so. Author, that would be me, Joshua George. Publisher organization, so I'll put Level Finish, and the publisher logo, so I'll go upload file and I'll pick our Level Finish logo, insert into post, and then click update up here. So once you've added your schema, the next thing to do is to test your schema to make sure it's loading correctly. So to do so, simply copy your website URL and then go over to Google and type in Google Structured Data Testing Tool You want to click the top result, which should be a result that looks like this. And essentially what you can do is plug in a URL, and then Google is going to fetch that URL and then see what your schema looks like, along with telling you if you have any errors in that schema. So let's click run test. And as you can see, Google has detected 3 different types of schema. The first 2 are ones I had on the site before, as it's a local business. However, this is the one you need to pay attention to, the article schema, as this is the one we've just added. So as you can see, there is 0 errors and 0 warnings. We can actually click into this to expand it just to see the information in a bit more detail. And as you can see, we've got the article title, we've got the headline, we have the description, we've got an image, we've got the person, the author, organization, and so on and so on. So as you can see in this scenario, we have now successfully added schema to one of our pages without no issues whatsoever. So you can simply replicate this and do it for your website too. When you do go over to your settings and you start creating your schema, if you want to do product review, then obviously you would go for item review at the top. If you have an event, you would click event, and so on and so on. But essentially, this is how you add schema to your WordPress website.